Narcissists love being in the spotlight, often at the expense of others. Narcissists have a hard time putting themselves in someone else's shoes. Narcissists tend to get emotional when things don't go their way. Today, we're tackling one of the most challenging workplace personalities, the narcissist. So how do you manage someone like this without losing your sanity?
Manners on the go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Manners on the Go. Today we're tackling one of the most challenging and, let's face it, exhausting workplace personalities, the narcissist. If you've ever worked with someone who just has to be the center of attention, always pushing their ideas while ignoring everyone else's, then you've probably dealt with a narcissist. Narcissists love being in the spotlight, often at the expense of others. Whether it's in a meeting, brainstorming sessions, or even casual conversations, they have a way of hijacking the moment and making it all about them. And let's be real, it's frustrating, right? So what makes someone a narcissist in the workplace? Well, narcissism is more than just being confident or assertive. At its core, it's about self-obsession. Narcissists are deeply focused on themselves, their ideas, their successes, and most importantly, how they're perceived by others. And that brings us to a key trait of the narcissist. They crave constant praise. They thrive on approval, compliments, and admiration. It's almost like oxygen to them. And here's the kicker. Despite all that self-confidence, narcissists often have fragile egos. Beneath the surface, there's usually a lot of insecurity. That's why they react so poorly to criticism. A narcissist might seem like they can take charge, but the moment you challenge them or offer a differing opinion, they can become defensive or even aggressive. They struggle with empathy too. Narcissists have a hard time putting themselves in someone else's shoes, which is why they often bulldoze through meetings without considering how their actions affect others. It's all about them, what they want, what they think, and how they can come out on top. So how do you manage someone like this without losing your sanity? Well, it's all about strategy. And here are a few tips that can help. First, when you're dealing with a narcissist, keep your communication factual. Narcissists tend to get emotional when things don't go their way, and they can easily twist conversations to suit their narrative. To avoid this, stick to the facts. Avoid getting into emotional debates or power struggles. For example, instead of saying, "You're always taking over the meetings," try something more neutral like, "We need to ensure everyone's input is heard during our discussions." It's less confrontational, but still gets the point across. Another important thing, learn to say no. Narcissists often push boundaries. They'll take as much control as you give them. So it's essential to be firm when you need to. If they're trying to dominate a project or decision-making process, don't hesitate to set clear boundaries. Something as simple as, "No, I don't agree with that approach," or "No, we'll need more input from the team before moving forward," can go a long way in establishing your position. And whatever you do, don't flatter them. It's tempting, right? You might think that if you give them a little praise, they'll back off or be easier to work with. But here's the thing, narcissists feed on compliments. The more you flatter them, the more they'll demand it. So instead of feeding their ego, keep your praise neutral and focused on the work, not the person. Lastly, it's important to manage your own expectations. Narcissists are unlikely to change overnight, or at all really. So don't expect them to suddenly become team players or show empathy after one conversation. Instead, focus on maintaining your own professionalism and boundaries, and try to steer interactions in a productive direction. So tell me, what's your experience with narcissists in the workplace? Have you ever had to deal with someone like that? And how did you handle it? Let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear your stories and maybe learn a few new strategies from you. Alright, that's all for today. Narcissists can be tough to work with, but with the right approach, you can manage their behavior and still create a positive, productive work environment. So until next time, keep those manners sharp and your confidence even sharper. I'm Tosin Babasaya Craig, and this is Manners on the Go. See you again. Goodbye.
Manners on the go.